What's up?
All right. We on time today. Yo, I cannot. I really cannot wait to talk about this album, man. I've been fucking bumping "Sex with Me" all fucking day. Sex with me is when I reckon I feel alright. And I love that song so fucking much. I got mad when a nigga tried to fucking call me and shit. I'm over here jamming to that fucking song. I'm like, yo, I hate when niggas call me when I'm listening to music, but I was like really mad because I was like feeling that shit. Never thought in my day and age we're gonna talk about Rihanna.
Right.
Riri. And I never thought in this day and age I'm actually waiting for the next Rihanna album. But this week in reviews, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes ELE2, 3 6 Mafia, Mystic Styles.
Crazy.
Maybe Deltron 3030 album, maybe.
I heard that like years ago. That's a dope album.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Dan the Automator, my nigga.
Put some respect on High Road, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only right. Don't wait till
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't wait till these people, pass away.
Right. I'm sick and tired of niggas claiming high road and shit like that, but they don't know nothing about that album and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just had a shot of vodka. I'm feeling all good and shit. Today was a bad day, man. It was like a fucking bad day. But with StreamYard, we on that bullshit. We might have to be here for like an hour and some change and shit.
So good.
That's why I'm not doing
nowhere else to go, so we good.
You said what?
So we ain't got nowhere else to go right now. So.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because I'm gonna let you know by the 28th if the Mystic Styles is gonna be on live or pre-recorded. Okay. Cause I really want to do that one live though, but StreamYard is on some bullshit right now. Christian, Ronnie, what's up? He said Terrence Howard appeared on the movie. Oh yeah, that's like one of his roles that got him famous. Yeah. Yo, The Jackson's American Dream, that's like one of the best biopics ever. I don't give a fuck what it says. Definitely. Any bio.
We lost right.
Yeah.
Any biopic over 3 hours is entertaining. You better know that all that shit true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So Offset got harassed by the police by some Trump supporters.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That shit pissed me off. And niggas over here talking about Saweetie. Y'all listen to this rapper named Saweetie?
No, I seen her in she did like a complex like sneaker shopping thing one day. I don't know her like from that. I never listened to her music.
Yeah, I know a lot of niggas are reading her because she's talking about she expects niggas to spend a lot on her, some bullshit like that. First of all, she says her name like this: Saweetie, Saweetie, Saweetie.
So she pretty much took the word "sweetie" and
she dragged it out.
Try to make it unique, I guess.
Right.
Kristen likes your Freakazoid shirt, Ashley.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. That's dope.
Thank you.
We gotta put some respect on Freakazoid too. Shit.
Yep.
One of the greatest cartoon characters of all time.
It's so underrated.
Yep.
Yes. Y'all cannot wait for Animaniacs to come back.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that. I saw that's November.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, that looks good. I gotta see that.
Yeah, that was my show back when I was a kid.
Right.
Finally, a reboot I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah, with all the original cast and Of course, they bringing Pinky in the Brain, and
Yes.
You know they doing over Power Rangers.
Really?
what?
Yeah, they supposed to be making it a teen drama like Riverdale.
Oh,
Oh,
come
God.
on.
That's a teen drama Power Rangers like Riverdale. So you're gonna have like a lot of sex and um
Oh, Lord. That's what we need. Fucking Power Rangers. No pun intended.
Mm.
how is that gonna work? Because it worked for Riverdale, it worked for Archie's, but I
Yeah,
can't see the
yeah.
Power Rangers. Like,
Hell, if they didn't make Scooby Doo into anybody fucking yet, then Power Rangers gonna fail.
Oh God.
So we're about to have a new president next week.
hopefully,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
it's
I voted early this week. My mom and I, we voted early. I did my mail-in ballot thing. Um, she couldn't find her mail-in ballot, so um, her and I, we went down to one of the high schools in the area, and we went from there. And that's where I turned in my mail-in ballot.
he said if he lose, he's gonna have a civil war. He's gonna start a civil
Oh,
war.
Yeah, all
But
right.
that group, the boys, I forgot the name. Their name.
Oh,
That
the boys?
yeah. The group that's supporting Trump. I forgot the name.
oh my God.
I think called the Proud Boys, some shit like
The
that.
problem, yeah, they're supposed to be starting a civil war if he loses.
Uh,
Shit. Got us walking like shit.
mm. Did y'all see the final debate this week? Because I didn't.
I saw some of it.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't see all of it, but from what I've seen, Biden got at his ass.
Oh yeah, because you know good and well Trump can't hold an intelligent conversation, let alone form an intelligent sentence to save his life.
Right.
Favorite biopic, straight out of Compton.
The Temptations.
Shit. Jackson's American Dream, just on top of my head.
Little Bow Wow. No, I don't like Little Bow Wow. Hell no, I don't think none of us like Little Bow Wow on here. They still call him that, Bow Wow.
Yeah, Bow Wow.
Oh, thought his name was Shad.
He calls
It
himself
is.
Shad
It
Moss,
is.
but
It is because professionally, when he's doing like movies or whatever, he goes by Shad Moss. Of course, that's his real name.
But he's a better actor than a rapper to me. He needs to stick to acting.
Yeah, he got some good acting skills. I'll admit
Little
that.
Romeo, no, we don't like Little Romeo.
ICDC College.
That's why I remember him for that. And I remember when he had his own show on Nickelodeon. I remember him for that.
We don't like Little Romeo.
That show was so bad, it was funny.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, watching, yo, it's
Oh,
time
it's
for the Romeo
Romeo
show.
show. Oh
I,
God.
feel, I love Master B, but him and Romeo cannot fuck. Well, at that time, Romeo couldn't act, though. But Master
Right.
B, oh my God, his accent is hilarious. He's like, what y'all doing over there, son? Yo, I'm trying to get this fucking vinyl by Tuesday and shit like that. Mobb Deep's Infamy album.
Nice. Did we discuss that one, right?
Not
No.
yet.
Not yet.
Mm-mm. Hopefully
Paid
before
in
the
Full.
show.
Paid in Full was a good movie. I think that was, the anniversary was today. Paid in Full.
It was.
That was a good film.
All right, we about to go in about 3 more minutes. So T.I. and Jeezy, I forgot to talk about that.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but
T.I.
and I don't know who's gonna win because I like both T.I. and Jeezy,
Right.
but just because T.I.'s been running his fucking mouth a lot lately, I'm gonna have to go with Jeezy and shit because niggas be forgetting his solo discography. Then you got the Boys in the Hood shit and features too. And I feel like with T.I., he doesn't get that much strong feature because he always gets overshadowed by his features and shit. Shit. Jeezy can play that whole fucking first album and shit like that. That shit will be over. Are y'all fans of Young Jeezy or what?
No, I try to listen to him from Thug Motivation and a couple mixtapes he had. I never got into his flow and the way that he sounded, and I'm all for Ti. I think Ti definitely got some classics, man.
Shit. I like T.I. and stuff like that, but at the same time, you don't even want to battle Busta Rhymes, but you want to go after 50
Right.
and Jay-Z.
Right.
I'm just like,
Yeah, Jay-Z would have beaten him. So
man, Busta would have annihilated him.
Busta would have beaten him too. And to say that Busta is in the he needs to battle LL, like I mean, if you in a battle and they give you whoever, that's who you battle. It shouldn't be, oh well, I want this person. When you in the playoffs, the you know the New Orleans Saints don't say, oh well, we rather have Atlanta Falcons over, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got to play who you play, who they give you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that's the better, if Buster is the good match, well, I don't think it was a good matchup, but I feel like it should have been Ross or it should have been Luda, somebody against Ti. But if they give you Buster, then you put your best 20 against Buster's best 20.
Right.
But I think Buster would have beaten him anyway. So.
Shit. And mind you, we got he does a new school flip mode squad. Like, come on,
And,
bro.
and he's saying, oh well, if Buster plays something from '93, what is he gonna play? Because Ti wasn't around in the '90s, so
Play some of your best shit.
you're gonna play a PSC Click song against Ellen Ness? I don't think that's gonna work. You know what I mean? So just a bad matchup. But I definitely got him over Jeezy though.
Here comes Young Jeezy, trying to take it easy.
I like that song. That
That's
song,
a classic.
I remember that song.
But this was the versus battle we've been waiting for.
Man,
Minus the Janet and Missy one.
oh Lord.
Mm,
Yeah, I think these people be drunk when they making these matchups, man.
yeah.
Bro, I'm
Like,
telling you. I say this and I say this once. For all my older heads, my dream versus Roy Ayers versus George Benson. But niggas,
they're not gonna make that.
of
As
course
drunk
they're not
as
gonna
Swiss
make
be,
that.
they ain't gonna make that.
Of course they're not gonna make that. Because they're doing this shit for the fucking clout. That's the fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
But like I said, when on this fucking channel, we keep shit alive, black music alive on this fucking channel.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
You know,
Mhm.
y'all ready?
Even 50, like Ronnie said, even 50 would have been a good matchup for Ti.
Man, like I said, 50 will kill T.I.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I would have rather see that matchup than Ti and Buster.
True.
Mhm.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Alright. What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Sunday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homegirl Ash with me, rocking the Freakazoid shirt. Got my homeboy Try with me, rocking the Giants hat,
And the
representing.
Beastie Boy shirt.
Oh shit, I didn't even peep that Beastie Boy
Yes.
shirt. What's
This is
up?
the Five Boroughs drink from that album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wearing this white tee. Okay. But yeah. So the album we are going to talk about today, and this might come as a surprise, and this was not a request. It's not a request. Is Rihanna with her recent album, Anti, still sealed. uh, this was released in 2016 on Raspberry Road, which I'm assuming that's her record label, and Rock Nation. Singles album is known for are Work, Kiss It Better, Needed Me, Love on the Brain, and it's not like an official single, but Sex with Me. I mean, that was on the charts too and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It got a few radio airplay. Um, Producers, you have Boy Wonder, dope producer, Brian Kennedy, Chad Sabo, Daniel Jones, DJ Mustard, oh god, Fade Maja, Fred Ball, Hit Boy, Jeff Basker, Kevin Parker, Mick Schultz, Midas, No ID, Robin Shea Taylor, Scum, okay, and Timbaland, who surprisingly Timbaland only has one credit on this album. Surprisingly, guest appearances we have SZA, Drake, Travis Scott. He done some additional vocals. Party Next Door, who's Drake's artist, he done some vocals, and James Fauntleroy, dope songwriter, done some vocals too. All right. So how did y'all get into Rihanna, or if y'all fans of Rihanna?
What I want to say was the Pondy Rhythm song.
Okay.
That song when that dropped, and I saw it, and you know, there was something on MTV to watch, and I think when Umbrella dropped, that's when I was like, I like the song because Jay's on it. That's one of my favorite rappers, and just seeing the elevation of her, of Riri from the first album to now, and she became a mega star and all that, and
Right.
um, you know, it was almost like I remember hearing like the first album wasn't really hard. Like she was saying, like when Umbrella came out, she was saying like, well, the first album and stuff wasn't really hard. I was like a record label put that together to make it look like a goody. Similar to what Christina Aguilera, they did the same thing with her, and that wasn't really hard. Like Jimmy in the Bottle wasn't really her image. And when Umbrella came out, that blew up, and I feel like that really put Rihanna on that level with Beyonce and with artists like that, Alicia Keys, and it's just seeing the maturation of her as an artist and as a person, and you know, they're going, having her own, businesses now, like the Fenty lingerie and stuff like that, and becoming an actress. I've seen her in Battleship, and she did like a small film with Childish Gambino, Guava Island. That was, I think, like last year that came out.
Yeah.
During the time of Coachella. So just seeing her mature as an artist, and every album she kept getting bigger and bigger, and just blowing up. And I mean, she's a good artist. I like her songs. I like, there's a lot of songs that I like. Rehab that she did with Justin Timberlake, that was one of my favorites. And so some of these songs on this album we're about to talk about, I remember like seeing those videos of that, and you know seeing like, I mean, I see a lot of her in the news. Like a lot of people she dated. We know the whole Chris Brown saga, and dating Travis Scott, and we know about all that. I think she's in the news a lot for like what she wears and who she dates. But I think like when you look past that, like her artistry, she is like definitely right out right there when it comes to artists that's trendsetters, and have they hand on the pulse of what's hot nowadays. So they're definitely you know um, I like some of her songs. I never like bought any of her albums. I never listened to none of her albums until today. So um yeah, that she definitely got some hits, and you know I think she's good. I think I probably need to listen to more albums of hers. But I mean, like as far as the hits, she definitely got the big hits, and you can tell like a lot of young. She has a lot of young fans, especially women that look up to her. You know what I'm saying? And I think she's a good person.
Yeah, I wasn't really familiar with Rihanna until I want to say when I was like in middle school. I remember her video Ponder Replay, and then her other songs such as SOS and Unfaithful. They were getting played a lot on a lot of the music channels like VH1, MTV, BET, stuff like that. And I guess from then on, I remember she made a little cameo appearance in the movie Bring It On, All or Nothing. I remember she, of course, she did other stuff acting wise, like Battleship. I've seen that a lot, and I know she was in one of the Ocean's movies with the all female cast. I remember seeing her in that. Um, Musically, I have Music of the Sun, A Girl Like Me, Good Girl Gone Bad, and I have Rated R. Everything else after that, like Loud, Talk That Talk, Unapologetic. In this album here, I don't have none of those, just her first four. Of course, I know that she went into other ventures like clothing line and what have you. I'll admit she is definitely talented. She makes good music, all that. And of course, I remember that whole situation she was with Chris Brown back then because I was in high school when I first heard about that and what happened. So yeah.
I gotta actually after we finish, I want to show y'all something because Riri, she's from the island of Barbados. I got family from that same island, and I took a trip to Barbados back in 2015 and actually got took pictures of. She has a mansion. Well, she had a mansion out there. I don't know if it's still there, but I took a picture of her mansion and the childhood house that she grew up in.
Oh,
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, because they like the tour guide. They take you. I mean, she's like an ambassador for that island, and when you go on the tour guide the tour for the country, they take you to like her place that she grew up in as a little girl and the mansion that she had there at the time.
oh,
Okay. To me, I remember watching VH1 one day and I saw the video to SOS, which was a song from I want to say was the Girl Like Me album.
yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. Which that's the album my sister has. And I did like the sound. It had like a dance hall pop sound and whatnot. But the one song that I really liked was Unfaithful. That shit was pretty dope. Um I want to say I'm like a big Rihanna fan. I would not say, but I don't really dislike her. But at the same time, it depends on what mood song I like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because I never, besides, I heard like a few albums from Rihanna, but this was really probably the first or second album I've heard before because I remember when this album actually came out too, actually and stuff like that, and this was released like around the same year as Beyonce's Lemonade album, and I know a lot of people use those two albums as like landmarks of the previous decade, and I have to say that too because we want to talk about Lemonade one day. One day we want to talk about that album, so we can talk about 444 and shit. So, and I just
Mm.
felt like 2016 as a year by itself was just a year with like a lot of female empowerment, and that's what Rihanna. That's one thing I've always loved about Rihanna, this whole female empowerment, standing up for what's right and shit like that. That's one thing I would give her that though. But I'll go through my thoughts when I talk about who she is and whatnot. So Rihanna, Riri, the princess of pop, whatever you want to call her. She was born in Barbados. You know what? She was born in Barbados and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy too because like when she was little and stuff like that, she was going through a lot with her parents and her abusive father, which I didn't even know her father was going through like some drugs and alcohol growing up.
Mm.
And pretty much, when she was growing up, she used to listen to a lot of reggae music for comfort. Of course, living in the Barbados and the islands and whatnot. And so after she graduated from high school, she decided she wanted to pursue a music career. And in 2003, she formed like a musical trio where they did renditions of certain songs like Destiny's Child Emotion, Mariah Carey's Hero. And so during that time too, she started recording some songs that would end up being on her first album, Music of the Sun. Now speaking of that, fast forward to like '04, Jay-Z was the CEO of Def Jam, and pretty much Jay-Z focused that CEO to like putting on a lot of newer artists. Like, he helped put Rick Ross, Jeezy, Rihanna, Neo, and y'all know the whole story with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Z was always instrumental in Rihanna's career, even from the beginning. And so Jay invited Rihanna to audition for the label, and that's when he introduced Rihanna to L.A. Reid and whatnot. And L.A. Reid and Jay pushed it, and once he signed up Def Jam Records, he started working on the first album called Music of the Sun. Now, Music of the Sun was released in '05. Had hits like Ponder Replay, like a very dance hall song oriented album, If the Loving That You Want. Um, that was a decent album. After we re-listened to that one, but next she quickly soon worked on a second studio album, A Girl Like Me. And the song that really put her out there was SOS. Very, very dope track. Believe it or not, I actually do like that. The video was dope too. I remember, like I said, the first time I saw that fucking video, she had on this like fucking green dress or whatnot. Something different at that time because like around '04, '05, he had like a lot of more island kind of songs. Like people like experimenting more with that sound and shit. Um, so fast forward to like '06, you had the Girl Like Me album that came out. Pretty cool album. I do like it, believe it or not. Ride, Unfaithful. Yeah, man. Then fast forward to 2007, she dropped a Good Girl Gone Bad album, which
Mm-hmm.
that has the track Umbrella, which that was a big, big, big song back in '07. Like, you heard that song everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard the whole album, but I'm judging this based off singles. Songs I've listened to like Umbrella, which low key, as much times as they play that song, also I'd rather listen to that song than Alicia Keys' "No One" because like I said, that was around the time when like you had like a lot of R&B track, and you had that one rapper that did a verse in the beginning of the track, and then they left and stuff. Like very weird time in music, but still. Hate That I Love You. She did that song with Neo. Take a Bow. Oh, everyone knows that song, Take a Bow. I mean, everyone knows that fucking track.
Mm-hmm.
It was also around this time too. Now she started dating Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Chris Brown was killing it on the charts too. He just dropped exclusive album around that time. Yeah, man. So she got like a lot of critical praise for that album. And fast forward to 2009, she had some controversy because originally she was supposed to have performed at the Grammys, the 51st Grammys, with Chris Brown. But I mean, this is common knowledge, but y'all should know that Chris Brown was arrested for assaulting Rihanna, and they had like a leaked photograph. Y'all seen that photograph, with her face messed up and whatnot. And so she kind of laid low for a little bit until late 2009, where she dropped the Rated R album, which like I said, I've heard a few tracks from that album. I understand that album was supposed to have been like a more darker album.
Yeah.
And that's when she wanted to get like a lot more control over her music. Like you had songs like fucking Rude Boy, which I do like the beat to that. That's a pretty dope beat. I didn't really care for a lot of songs off this album. Like Rockstar 101, which I think she did that one with she did that one with Slash, Guns N' Roses, like Stupid in Love. I didn't really care too much for this album just based off the songs I've listened to, but If y'all think it's a good album in the comments, if y'all recommend it, I don't care. Then around this time too, she started appearing on a lot of people's work. Like she appeared on Eminem's "Love the Way You Lie," which I'm sick and tired of that fucking song. That's the song
I
that
don't
got
like that song.
overplayed like
I
crazy.
don't even like that song. And I love Eminem. I didn't understand that whole pairing. And then he goes on tour with her the whole tour. I'm like, Eminem and Rihanna. That don't even sound right.
Well, Rihanna always had like a hip hop edge. She always had love from the hip hop crowd too,
Right.
though. So that part I'm not surprised about. She did, of course, all of the lights with Kanye West from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I like that.
Of course, Nicki Minaj's Fly. And so fast forward to 2010, she dropped her next album, Loud. Again, not heard this album, but certain songs like What's My Name? I cannot fucking stand that track. Oh nah. What's my name? Oh shit. Oh my.
Overplayed.
That
Yeah,
was another
overplayed.
track that was overplayed to fucking death. Oh my god. Man Down. Kind of like a controversial track where she talks about killing the nigga and stuff like that. S&M. I do like S&M. That one was okay. Then they had a Love the Way You Lie Part 2, which again I didn't care for it. I really not care for
No.
that. Yeah, man, that album definitely got her a lot of praise. She got a Grammy for Only Girl in the World, which Only Girl in the World, that's another song that was an okay track. And in 2011, she came out with another album called Talk That Talk. Um, excuse me. Again, yeah, like I said, I'm just breathing through what I know. What I don't know.
What did you think about the what's the name? That's 456. Is that the name?
456.
The the song with Paul McCartney and Kanye West.
I didn't care to listen
You
to
like
that.
that one?
To
I
keep it,
like that song because she sounded like it was a genuine song. I know what I'm saying. It's not for 4 5 seconds or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
yeah,
know the song you're talking about.
I like that song. That was like a nice pairing. It was weird because I never would have put like Rihanna with Kanye and Paul McCartney of all people, but I like
Right.
that.
Yeah, but that was like around the time Paul McCartney was working with Kanye a lot
Right.
and shit. So yeah, man, I don't know that much memory of Talk That Talk. I mean, I didn't. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Rihanna fan. I think at that time I kind of like stayed away from it because it was about too poppy.
Yeah.
In 2012 she dropped Unapologetic, which that track had that song Shine Bright Like a Diamond. Like I do like that one.
I like
That
that
one
one.
I
Yeah.
do like.
That that was the same beat she took from Kanye for the Sierra
Yep.
Leone. Yeah,
hmm
I like that one.
Yeah, that one was okay. Yeah, man. And after that album and shit like that, she just did some work with more with music. She dropped this other song called "Bitch Better Have My Money." Which, I'm sorry, but she jacked that from AMG.
Yeah, yeah, of course he did.
I'm
That was
sorry.
weird.
Because if y'all don't know who AMG DJ Quick's protege friend, he came out with a. Hold on, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta pull it out.
Hey, we might have to do. I got one of his albums.
Yeah.
We might have
So
to do the one from '94. I think I got. We might have to do a AMG review.
I'm down.
You know what I mean?
This album right here, very ignorant but very dope at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's where I believe like Rihanna got that shit from that bitch better have my money and shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Cruz, what up? Kevin Ramirez, what's good?
Yeah, but anyway, damn, I just realized one of my CDs is missing, but I'll handle that later. So yeah, bitch better have my money. Um, so yeah, she started doing like a lot more business work with Samsung and whatnot. And fast forward to 2016, she started working on a lot more stuff. A lot more stuff she was working on. She got the Video Vanguard, the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award and whatnot that same year.
That
Yeah,
is a reach too for that. Like she good, but that even for her, that's a reach. Like giving her that award, like come on, already.
Mm,
and so while working while working on this album,
mm,
this came out after she left Def Jam Records around 2014, and she exclusively signed to Jay Z's Rock Nation label. And so after the whole Rock Nation label and whatnot, it was reported that Kanye was originally supposed to be the executive producer of NT and shit like that. And she pretty much wanted to make a timeless album where it would have been remembered for 15 years. So that's the way this album came about. NT, um, very very interesting cover in my opinion. A very interesting cover. Yeah, man, very abstractual. And
Is there any significance behind the cover, or she just decided to do whatever?
yeah, I'm looking at it because pretty much the front cover shows an image of Rihanna the first day of daycare, and she's like holding like a black balloon with a gold crown.
That's how she went to daycare with no clothes on.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And so like she probably had clothes, but just the way that it was packaged, I guess like they look like
Right.
she didn't have no clothes.
mm.
So yeah, this is the album cover right here. And like I said, this is the deluxe edition I got. So
We doing an unboxing too.
yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get the booklet out, but I hate Digipack so fucking much, but fuck it.
Yeah,
Mm,
those you got to be careful with.
yeah.
You got, abstractual pictures of Rihanna right here. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell I lost one of my CDs, but okay. Yeah, these are nothing really to it. So yeah, man. The deluxe edition has about 16 tracks. So let's get this shit started. Track number one we got is Consideration featuring SZA. Nice way to start off the album. At that time, a little trivia about this track. So SZA dropped her Control album. Well, originally she was supposed to have dropped the Control album in 2016, and this track was originally SZA's track, but Rihanna was the guest appearance on this
Mm,
album. But Rihanna loved the song so much, she got with her team, and they pretty much stole the song from SZA. Well, not steal, but they, how artists do and shit.
Right.
And
mm,
SZA was pretty crushed, and she said that was one of the reasons why they had to push her album back and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Consideration. What I got from it is like a female empowerment and whatnot. Just her doing things her own way. Pretty dope song. I like it. Nice little beat. Definitely nice collab between SZA and Rihanna and stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a nice beat. I like the beat. It's a real dark track. I like the bass line as well. And Rihanna singing, "Would you mind giving my reflection a break from the pain I'm feeling now?" And yeah, SZA, that's another artist that I have not listened to yet as well. Um, but she definitely sounded good with Rihanna. It was like a dope collaboration, and yeah, it was definitely a great way to start the album off because I didn't know what to expect. So definitely off the bat, it was like a nice track.
Consideration. Yeah, it was a good way to start off the album. I wasn't expecting SZA to be featured on here, but it was nice hearing them collab on this.
Yeah, very dope track right here. Um, yeah, man. I've heard SZA's Control album. Try. I have a feeling that she'll like it, but at the same time, I have to see for myself because
Mm.
I'm gonna check it out because you said to check it out.
yeah.
I plan on getting that album.
Right.
But
I
also,
like her new single, the single that she had with Ty Dolla $ign, "Hit Different." I
yeah,
love that song.
that's dope.
Neptunes produced that. That's a dope track.
Yeah, and check out some of her other work, like the fucking Z EP that she came out before she got signed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, man, Scissor, man. Um, Next track we got is James Joint. Okay, so for those who don't know who James is referring to as James Fauntleroy. Pretty dope songwriter. He worked with a lot of artists from Beyonce to Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Kanye. You know, the list goes on and on.
He was also in a group called Cocaine in the 80s.
Yeah, I
It was,
know. Yep.
yeah, I remember listening to the EP. They're like EPs back in like the 2010s, but I don't think they dropped the album though.
Yeah.
And
Nope.
I know Dame Dash was like he discovered him or something like
Yep.
that. Okay, yeah, he's a dope songwriter and singer as well. Like he's very underrated.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Dame was the one who introduced James to Kanye, but I could be wrong on that.
Right, right. I remember like he did like some collaborations with Common and Nas was on one of the songs and yeah,
Yeah.
he had like he had like tons of like unreleased tracks online. I found like a CD. It was like 64 tracks or some shit.
Oh yeah, the dude is fucking official, man. He a fucking
Yeah,
beast and shit, man.
yeah.
But yeah, this was like an interlude slash song, pretty much. I liked it. Definitely has like a very atmospheric vibe to it and whatnot.
Right.
So yeah, man, they definitely did their thing on that one.
Yeah, this was cool. It played more like as a skit though. It was like a real short track and Rihanna singing. I'd rather be I'd rather be breaking things because we can't see. But yeah, I didn't understand the title about Kid, so it's named after him. But it played out more of as a skit than a real song. But it was cool.
Right.
Yeah, James Joyner wasn't too sure what it was going to be about either, but now knowing, I guess, a little bit of it is like the backstory of it. It was different. I found it to be more of a skit as well than an interlude. That's just me.
Oh shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, shout out to James Fauntleroy. Definitely dope track. Track number 3, Kiss It Better. Now, when it came to this album, I always consider this album like one of my sophomore year in college. They always used to play this one track, Kiss It Better, get
Mm-hmm.
almost the end of the party and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And at first, I did not like this track at first
Mm-hmm.
because I used to hear it every fucking where. And
Mm-hmm.
girls used to females, if y'all cannot fucking sing, don't try to butcher a song that I potentially do like. Cause like for one, but after being serious, this is actually a very dope track. It definitely had like an 80s, 90s R&B vibe to it. Like Kiss It Bit. Like I like it. It got a Grammy nomination for Best R&B Song, talking about like a destructive relationship, and the singer Rihanna knows that a nigga's wrong for her, but at the same time, you find that motherfucker irresistible, which we've all been through that where we like somebody that's bad for us, and the next thing you know it, something that
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot that they just always grab your attention by and stuff like that. So I like it. I love the guitars on this track right here. Um, yeah, man, definitely a very dope track.
Who you think she's singing about on here? You think it's Chris Brown?
Hell, she could be singing about Chris. Maybe she could be singing about Travis Scott because they were dating around this time.
Right.
But you
Yeah.
never know sometimes because
Right.
hell, as many songs as Prince wrote about vanity over the years and shit like that.
Yeah, this is a good song. I like it sounds like a real like slow beat to it, and the guitars is like one of the highlights on this song, and the keys and Rihanna singing. So I argue, you yell, but you take me back. Who cares when it feels like crack? But you know that you always do it right. And yeah, I thought it was a dope song and showcasing Rihanna's vocal skills on the track, and I think it was good. It's a solid track.
Yeah, I'll admit, when I first heard this song, I remember this getting played a lot because I know Reg and I, we went to the same college, and yeah, I really was not feeling this song at first when I heard it because I felt like it was just so annoying. And oh God, I was like, please, will they give this song a rest already? And
Right.
yeah, they overplayed it a lot. That's the reason why I did not like this at first. But yeah, it kind of let me let it for me to sink in, for me to really enjoy it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like this track right here, man. And the thing about this album too, sonic wise, I love how the bass is on this fucking project. The bass and the
Yeah.
808 kicks and
Mm,
shit.
Yep.
So yeah, man. Rihanna was on some shit with this one.
yeah.
Now another song that got overplayed at the
Oh, yeah.
college.
Oh,
Work. Whack 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 whack.
yes.
Featuring Drake. Oh God.
Yeah, that got so overplayed as well. Oh my God.
But I actually don't mind this track because for one, it goes back into her little dancehall roots.
Yeah.
And I feel like out of all the songs where she kind of went back to her dancehall roots, this is actually one of my personal favorite ones.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, and this is a huge shock, I actually did not mind Drake on this track too. Because Drake, y'all should know, I'm not the biggest Drake fan. It's only a handful of shit that I actually do bump on the low, but when he does a little island kind of deal, I really don't mind it. So yeah, this track right here was pretty cool. Rihanna definitely wasn't. You can tell she had fun. Like that's one thing I always like when an artist has fun doing the fucking music and shit like that. Some lines I'm not gonna quote all of Rihanna's lines because I'm gonna feel weird saying it, but I love the line when she said, "You took my heart and my keys and my patience. You took my heart on my sleeve for decoration. You mistaken my love I bought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had." Like, y'all know that shit. I like that part, just the way y'all laughing at me. Don't laugh at me. I hear you, Ash. I hear you sneaking.
Not me.
Yeah, but yeah, man, like a hard ass nigga like me who be listening to fucking Griselda
Right.
can bump to this shit. I
Yeah,
don't know. So yeah, as much overplay as it got in college and off topic, I hate when DJ try to speed up the fuck like whack 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 whack. I hate when the DJ try to speed up that. But yeah, that's what I think about work and shit.
I think it was a great collab, and Rihanna doing the song for Island, and had like that island Caribbean beat to it, and I think this is where, like, this is a song where Drake started finding his island roots,
Right.
and because he wasn't really doing that on like his earlier stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the video was nice, and you see them dancing together, and this is like a dancehall type of song, and you know she sounded like she was having fun on the song, like especially like on the chorus, and she's singing and ad libbing, and then you got Drake saying, long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. And yeah, Find Your Love. But there's two different versions of Find Your Love. The original one didn't have like an island flavor to it compared to like the video version. But yeah, Find Your Love was good. But I mean, I feel like after when he did Work and it blew up so big, you start hearing more island stuff, like island flavored songs from Drake. You know what I'm saying? And it was a nice collab, and the rumors started, that they were dating at this point, and way overplayed, way overplayed. I like it, but I'm not. That's not like the first song I'm looking to play from Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? But it was a nice collab with Drake and
Yeah, I'll admit when this song came out, yeah, it's like I heard it everywhere on campus, and oh my God. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a catchy song and everything, and I like it, but it was just like, could y'all give this song a rest too, please? Because I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with hearing it, but not hearing it like all the freaking time. Like when I'm walking around campus or at a 10:40 break or at pre-dawn or whatever or somewhere. I mean, dang. I was like, they're not gonna give this song a rest.
Oh, you have Drake and you have Rihanna, two of the biggest stars at that time. So,
Right.
but yeah, man, and it's crazy too because you have people that don't even fucking fuck with dancehall music, but whenever Drake or somebody else that's not from the islands make that kind of music, they automatically fuck with it.
Mhm.
Which I can't stand niggas like that. Like niggas don't know about that Patra, that Shaba,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Juju. They don't know
Yeah.
about that fucking Mad Lion, Mad Cobra, like
Lady Saw.
right, Lady Star. They don't know
Yeah.
about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Low key
Yeah,
probably
I don't know. I don't know none of them, but I've heard of Patra and Shabba Ranks. Yeah.
shit. Probably next year I might do some dancehall reviews one day and shit like that.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
I'm trying to get some dancehall
I don't.
albums.
I don't. I'm down for that. I don't know how I would like quote the lyrics because they have like that Jamaican accent. And I ain't Jamaican.
Yeah.
Well, true. I mean, they have a Jamaican accent and shit like that, but at the same time, I mean, if the message is universal, the message is
Yeah.
universal. That's why I say. So we all said what we had to say about work, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, man. Shaka Demus, Ronnie, definitely niggas don't know about that murder she wrote. That was like the first dancehall song I actually heard, believe it or not.
I think so too.
My dad loves that track. Um, then we're gonna get into Desperado. This was a very cool track where had like a little western theme to it and whatnot. Pretty much she's talking about somebody that's on the run, I guess on the run from her relationships
Mm.
and wanting to leave the nigga behind, but she really can't. Like, I definitely like this track. I like when people do the whole western feel to it when it's done right.
Yeah.
So very cool track.
Yeah, this was cool. It has a real dark track. The guitars on here, the dope beat, the bass line, and Rihanna singing. You know, I'm not trying to go against it. I'm trying to go with you, and just talking about like that outlaw that she may want to be when be like, yo, like I'm by your side. I'm gonna stick it through. You know, you don't have to be alone. And I like this song. Like that, this could have been in the movie Desperado. If anybody remember that movie with Antonio Banderas and Selma Hayek, that was a great film. I could definitely see that this song in that movie. You know?
Yeah, Desperado. Yeah, it was something I really wasn't expecting from Rihanna to be real, but yeah, it definitely feels like it could have been used in some film in some sense, but I mean, come on. I mean, I've heard the movie Desperado, yeah, but no one didn't know who she was back then because I think I think that movie came out like in the '90s or whatever, and then too like Rihanna was like I think a kid back then, so
Yeah. Yeah. I need to check that one. I heard some good things about it.
The sequel was good. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, with Johnny Depp played one of the villains. I think Enrique Iglesias was in that too. That was a good film. Yep.
didn't know that.
You
Yep.
mean the I Can Be Your Hero guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I went to see that film. Yo. I went to see
oh,
that film when it came out, and it was good. Like, and I didn't see Desperado at that point. Like, I had to go back and watch Desperado. But I've always been a fan of Johnny Depp films. He always play like different characters, and that's what I always liked about him. And he was in that, and yeah, Enrique Iglesias was in that too.
true. Yeah, I'm not really too big on Enrique like that. Rico, Enrique, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so after Desperado, we're gonna get into Woo. And yes, this is the track which features on Travis Scott because this is one of his little ad libs that he uses. I actually do fuck with Travis Scott. I don't know about y'all. Like he does that trap shit sometimes, but he's different with his artistry. What I can say.
I'll take your word for it.
Like, listen. I take a peep and gander. I take a gander and shit. Like when I first heard Antidote back in 2015, man, that was like my shit. Like, don't you open up the window? Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? That shit is kind of hot. They're like, oh. But okay, this is the vodka talking right now. Okay. Woo! Yeah, my name is Reggie, y'all. So pretty much this was like a breakup kind of track. Um, yeah, man. Another track I actually do fuck with on the low. I'm surprised this was not a single and shit like that, but at the same time, I'm not because I do admit it does have more of a Travis Scott appeal than most songs, but at the same time, I never realized how well their chemistry worked with one another musically. So this track right here is another winner for me. Yes, sir.
It has a trap feel to it, and like I want to say like a new wave. I don't want to say EDM. I want like new wave type
Yeah.
of vibe. Like I could, yeah, like I'm surprised Travis Scott wasn't on this song with her, but I could definitely, that's his thing. I could definitely see him on this song, or even Kanye doing a verse to this song. And, it was a cool track. You know what I'm saying? Again, something different, from Rihanna, and yeah, it was.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting this song either. Woo, yeah, I don't know. Like it had that kind of appeal to me that I wasn't really expecting. But yeah, I could see how it could have been more. I could see this song possibly on a Travis Scott album. I just really didn't expect to be on Rihanna's album. It was a good collab. I'll admit that. I wasn't too sure if I was going to like it or not, but I did.
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, man. Hell, I won't be surprised if next year I talk about Travis Scott on this channel.
You might get a whole bunch of views for that. What's going on with Reg? How's he? You leaving the boom bap for Travis Scott?
Hey, I told
You
y'all from
might
the
lose some of your
get-go.
fans doing that. You're like, yo, how he go from West Side Gun to Travis Scott?
I told y'all the first day is not your typical hip hop channel because
Right.
I've done R&B, I've done rock.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hell, I review Lil Zane.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always review the unexpected on this channel. I don't like to follow.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you, Reg.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
Little Yachty next. D-Boy said Little Yachty.
We did
Lil Yachty.
a About Your Brand review not too long ago.
He's drawing the line in the sand. No Little Yachty.
Yeah. Oh,
Anything other than it. He said Post Malone, Travis Scott, everybody else. No Little Yachty, he said.
Oh God.
No Lil Yachty, no NBA YoungBoy, no none of this shit. Nah.
No,
I have my limits. I have my standards. Yeah. So sometimes I crack myself up sometimes. Oh, I said what I had to say.
Okay.
About Woo?
Yeah.
I said what I just say too. We all said everything.
Okay.
One needed me now.
Yeah.
All right, needed me.
Yeah.
This was co-produced with DJ Mustard. I've never been a DJ Mustard fan. I'm sorry.
I do like Mustard's production for YG. I think
Yes.
the production he did for YG is great, and even for LMA's first album, I thought that was a phenomenal album.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's even now. I feel like I don't hear nobody mention her. Great singer. But yeah, I'm not huge on Mustard stuff, but like just the stuff I checked out from YG and LMA, I like this production.
Yeah, man, because most of his beats are like the same farting noises I be hearing and shit.
Yeah.
But one more thing I forgot to say about Wu. I like the way how her vulnerability showed more out towards the song. I forgot to mention that, but Needed Me was just full out another dope banger right here. A cool track, female empowerment, and also got a Grammy nomination for Best R&B Performance. Definitely love the way Rihanna was singing on this track too, so I definitely fuck with this on the low.
Yeah, this was dope. It had like a slow pace beat from Mustard, and I like the bass line, and Rihanna singing. He was just another nigga on the hit list trying to fix their inner issues with a bad bitch. And it sounded like she like got over her little, you know, whatever the hell it was, and she was just like letting the nigga know, like, yo, like I'm a bad bitch and you can't fuck with me. And I like the chorus, and it was dope. I like the song.
Yeah, I'll admit, Needed Me. At first, I wasn't really like really feeling this track right here, but it's another one of those songs that's like slowly growing on me. Even though I wouldn't be too quick to put it on repeat like that.
I feel you on that. Trust me, definitely. Um, Never gonna get into yeah, I said it. This is the only Timbaland produced track on this album, which I'm kind of surprised about.
Yeah.
Very surprised about. But another kind of like a sex song, which a lot of sex tracks are on like towards like the second half of this album and whatnot, and it's all metaphorically. That's what I always like when niggas talk about sex metaphorically a lot because you can take your imagination in different places and whatnot too. So like there's some lines where she said, I was like, yeah, Rihanna a freak on the low, man. Like now I know why niggas be now I know why niggas love Rihanna so much. But low I bet you she a fucking freak. Like where that shit at? Take it home on your camera phone, get a little bad, nigga watch me blow it down and shit. I'm like, okay, Reed. Down. Coming from nah. Like yeah, this is a pretty straight track right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool, nice sensual song, and Rihanna getting real nasty and dirty on it, and another slow beat type of track. I like the pianos, bass line was hitting. It was dope.
Yeah, I said it. Even though it was like relatively short, in my opinion, I felt like people get to see another side of Rihanna, but in a in like a slick metaphorical way of putting it. She don't get right to the point. She get cryptic with it. So
Yep.
yeah, she'll let it be known in her own way to
Right.
get her point across.
Right, definitely. Sure. I actually like the title too. Yeah, I said it. Like, okay. Now, oh my fucking god, same old mistakes. This is one of my two favorite tracks off this album. This is a cover of the song by Tim Impala, very dope rock group, psychedelic rock group. This day and age. This is a cover called "New Person, Same Old Mistakes." Yo, this track right here is one of my all-time. It might go down as one of my all-time favorite Rihanna tracks. To be honest with you, even though I was slightly disappointed it was a cover and whatnot, but still, like she definitely killed this track. The beat was like a lot more funkier. Like you can tell it was like reminiscent of something from like the '80s, like some shit you would hear from like The Cure or some stuff like that. Um, I actually fuck with this track, man. Like another track, I be jamming on the low, dead ass and stuff like that. Like she got grown ass niggas jamming to this shit, man. Like I fuck with this.
And I like the way that she like when she was singing on this song, like she was like uh dragging out the lyrics.
Right.
And she like finally taking flight. I know you don't think it's right. And the synthesizers on the track and the beat was banging. Definitely a solid cut.
Mm. Yeah, I'll admit, same old mistakes is definitely a favorite of mine off this album too. It just kind of had me in my feelings, but at the same time, it's like somewhat relatable because we've all been there making mistakes in our lives, which is to be expected because no one's perfect. But it's like, dang, we always keep falling for the same stuff over and over again. Like, dang, like, like what more can I do? That's what I got out of it.
And sometimes we don't even go in knowing the same bullshit. That's
Yeah, we had to
not at all.
learn that the hard way.
Shit, man. And then it's like with this track right here. The only thing about there's another track that I definitely feel like is next to this track, but y'all might be surprised about what it is. But knowing y'all might not be surprised. But I texted y'all earlier. Um, then we're gonna get into Never Ending, which Never Ending to me was a very interesting track because you had Dido. If you guys know heard that name, she's definitely a singer. She worked with Eminem on the Stand song, and she definitely contributed some of the melodies towards her, like from the song "Thank You." And it also talks about another breakup song, which it's a pretty okay song. It's like one of my least favorites from the album, "Keep It a Buck," but it was alright.
Yeah, it's a nice slow ballad. You got guitars mainly is the no really a beat, just like guitars and Rihanna singing over the guitars and she's singing doesn't have to feel so strange to be in love again and dealing with heartbreak. I thought it was a cool song and again it's like another song where she can show off her vocal ability. You know what I'm saying? And not always do like a fast song. I mean, once in a while she have that ballad where she showcases her voice and you can see like maybe she can really sing. This is like one of those songs.
Yeah, never ending. I did not know what how you say her name again?
Dido.
Dido. Okay, yeah, yeah. I've heard that name before. I remember she did a song with Kendrick Lamar titled Let Us Move On. I remember hearing that song. That's a pretty dope song there. But yeah, what I got out of Never Ending, I don't know. It comes off as mysterious. Like, what exactly is never ending? What the never ending battle, constant battle of like dealing with I don't know failed relationships or whatever. I just feel like it was like something of the unknown.
Mm, very dope description about it. Never thought of it that way. Yes, sir. So now we're gonna get into Love on the Brain.
Oh boy.
Another very cool song. This song and the next one definitely shows Rihanna's vocal ability and whatnot. Check out the Billboard Music Awards performance she did. That was another dope one and shit. This you ever had a relationship where the heartbreak is the most addictive part about it?
Hmm.
This is basically the song that best captures it, in my opinion. Um, very, very, very dope track. I love it. Little trivia: this was actually the first song recorded for the album.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, man, definitely one of the first songs. I actually like it. At first, I didn't really care for it because the sound was definitely something different from Rihanna. This is something that I would expect, like from most notably for Amy Winehouse and stuff, because
Mm.
it has like a back in black feel to it, which I know a lot of people kind of do comparisons to. And yeah, man, but I think she definitely nailed it. Like it's another one of those tracks that actually grew on me.
Yeah, it has that um 50s style type of like love ballad feel to it. That's
Mhm.
different from the other tracks on this album. And Rihanna singing "Love When I Fall Apart," so we can put me back together and hold me against the wall. And yeah, I thought it was a dope track. It was a nice beat. Like I said, like it don't it don't sound like the other songs on here. It's like it sounds different. Something I could hear Amy Winehouse on, but definitely a solid cut on this album.
Right.
Yeah, I'll admit, Love on the Brain. I wasn't too sure how to really feel about it at first when I first heard the song. It does have that, like what Try just mentioned, that 50 sound. Yeah, because it's just something about this song that I just didn't expect Rihanna to do. But then too, it also shows what she can do creatively, go outside the box and explore different variations of how to pull a song together and make it something for her fans to enjoy, and it's definitely one of those songs.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you 100%. Yeah, man. Hell, just give me something Beyonce could have done on Lemonade to keep it above too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, you know what? Since you mentioned Beyonce, I remember watching the movie Cadillac Records, and I remember she did a song Once in a Lifetime, and it kind of had that sound to it on that song.
True, true.
Yeah, I gotta get my hands on that soundtrack, but it's kind of hard to come by.
I got you. I got you on that. Let me write that down. 'Cause I know a good place where that sells it for good low low.
Yeah, well, I know they have two versions of it. One is on single disc, and one is the deluxe 2 disc one, and that one has all the songs from the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I want to get my hands on.
Because you hooked me up with some heat, so I got you. I got you on that.
I'll expect one more, which is a surprise. Yeah, expect one more coming your way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna come either the 28th or on your birthday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know one of the CDs trash that she got me. You're gonna love. You're not gonna expect it and shit.
Oh boy.
Right.
Oh, that's good or bad?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Good. Okay.
You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be surprised.
Hey.
Then we're gonna get into Higher, produced by none other than the man himself, Mr. No ID. I call this like the sister song to Love in the Brain, just based on the sound wise. And they actually wrote this song in 20 minutes and stuff like that.
Oh.
So, yeah, again, another song that I like. But I prefer Love on the Brain a little bit more, but still, this track right here was pretty lit.
And it showed because it's a short track.
Right.
Yeah.
20. It was like barely like I don't even think it was 2 minutes long.
It is 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
It was
Exactly
cool. I like the piano. Real melodic. It definitely had like another 50s type of vibe to it, and Rihanna singing "This Whiskey Got Me Feeling Pretty." So pardon me if I'm impolite. I just really need your ass with me. I'm sorry about the other night. And yeah, it was cool. I didn't realize Nobody did it. That was a different type of track for him. And yeah, it's just really short though. It's a really short song. But I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, I'll admit, Higher. I kind of feel like it was like a continuation of Love on the Brain, but I like Love on the Brain a little more than this as well. I'm surprised, like dang, like what did they do to really put together this song in 20 minutes? I wonder, because I know a lot of times people be in the studio for long hours, like from the late of night until like the crack of dawn or longer than that. But but yeah, I'll admit it was all right.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Believe me. And the last track on the main disc, "Close to You," very good track. I always love when Rihanna does these little piano ballads like "Take a Bow," "Unfaithful." I don't know why I always feel like her voice shines great in those tracks right there, and this is no exception.
Mm.
So yeah, this was a very very nice little breakup song and shit that I fucked with heavy.
Yeah, it was nice ballad, nice pianos on here. Rihanna singing "No, You Don't Need My Protection. I'm in love. Can't blame you for checking." Yeah, it was nice. Ballad, and yeah, I think she shines vocally when she does these type of songs when it's like a nice ballad and there's pianos or guitars playing and it's just showcasing her voice and nothing else. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, Close to You is another one of those songs that I guess it was like it had me in my feelings a little bit. I guess it was like somewhat sentimental to me. But yeah, I'll admit this was a good way to, I guess, close out the main album, I suppose.
Right. All right. So pretty much, for the deluxe tracks, there's nothing really to it besides this one particular track. But track number 14, "Goodbye Gotham," it's just pretty much like a snippet
Hmm.
of a sample from Florence and the Machines, "Only for the Night," which I've heard a couple of songs from Florence and the Machine. They alright, they're pretty alright. And it's supposed to have been for this ad for Christian Dior's Secret Garden 4 that had Rihanna in it. So nothing really to that. Y'all have anything to say
It
about it?
was it was cool. I didn't know what the hell I was listening to. I thought, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I seen like in the comments a lot of people kept mentioning Florence and the Machine. I never really listened to their album. I know some of their songs. So yeah, it was a cool beat. I like the beat. It sounded real futuristic. Real one of those new wave type of tracks. It was cool.
Yeah, I'll admit I wasn't really sure what to expect from Goodnight Gotham, to be honest with you, because I was listening like, really? I didn't know what direction she was going with it, but to me, I kind of felt like it was unnecessary for the album. That's just my opinion.
I definitely agree with you on that. Next track we got is
Pose.
Pose. My least favorite off the album, in my opinion. It's had like a trap R&B ish kind of feel and stuff like that, which I didn't really care for.
Did the Neptunes produce this one?
No, Hit Boy and Travis Scott.
Hit Boy, the man of the hour, Hit Boy. Uh, it's okay. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it do have like a trap R&B sound to it, and I'm like, Hit Boy is like, yo, like my man gave Benny one of the best albums this year, and gave Nas a solid album this year, and then he could do something like this. So he's like, multi-talented. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was. I didn't understand. What the hell I was listening to. But I mean, it's a trap R&B track. It's cool. A lot of different sounds going on in that song. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I'll admit, Pose really didn't do anything for me. I didn't really care too much for it either.
That's what's up. Now, Sex with Me. My favorite track off this album. This is not a type of track I would usually list as a favorite on this channel, but I like a good sex song once in a while, you know what I'm saying? And with this track, I heard it once at a party, and I remember I think I was dancing with some light skinned chick when this happened.
Oh,
And one thing I realized was this has a little nice melody, but the girl stank. And
oh God.
and so then I heard it again, and I was like, "Yo, what is this track called?" And then it was like it's called "Sex with Me" by Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard it. I just wanted to hear it because it got stuck in my head. So I just wanted to hear it one time and be done with it, the original.
Mm-hmm.
Then I heard it another time. I was like, okay. Then I heard it another time to like listen to the beat by itself. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I like this song. Like she over here talking about, you know, I got the sauce. You know, I'm saucy.
Right.
Like she was just having fun with this track right here, and that's one thing I can let it slide. Like she definitely had fun with this album.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like vodka and water and a lemon. Like, come on now. Like, my favorite part is when we get into like the little that part when she's like, sex with me is to me with her it'll feel all right. The sex doesn't get any better, make a long let it be all night. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm a straight nigga, like I'm a straight ass nigga and shit like that. But at the same time, I ain't gonna front. I do bump to this shit on the low. Like I do bump into this shit on the low. So yeah, and I know this song got remixed a couple of times, most notably by like Fabulous and Trey Songz. But I would just stick to the original if I were you.
Yeah, it was dope. You could tell she was having fun on this song, and giving props to her sexual, actions in bed, and I like, the chorus, the bass line was dope. The beat, a great way to well, I don't know why she didn't really originally put it on the track list. That could have been a big hit for her, unless she decided to like, add it late. She must have like recorded it late past the album deadline or something. Sometimes that happens, but I thought it was a great song.
I remember there were times when, excuse me, I heard this song around campus too, and I'm like, and then I'd be hearing people singing it or singing along to it. I'm like, at first I was like, I'm not really feeling this song here. But then after a while, yeah, of course, I'm not surprised with what she was talking about. Of course, I feel like she was like bragging a little bit, saying that sex with her is amazing and this, that, and the third, pretty much. Not a bad song, but yeah, I'm slightly surprised that she didn't add this to the original track listing.
Yeah, man. Definitely see what y'all are saying about this track. Overall, I actually do like this album. I definitely feel like it's something very different from Rihanna. Very, very, very landmark album right here and stuff like that. I mean, just the more darker approach, atmospheric approach I loved about this album. Songwriting wise, another good album from her and stuff. I'm gonna give this album a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely, definitely a very strong album.
Definitely enjoyed the album with so many different sounds. Every track sounds different from the last one, whether it was work or needed me or sex with me and Desperado Pose. Love the production. Um she her sing I mean for the first time listening to a Rihanna album ever, I did like it. I think it was a strong album. I don't know how the Weezy fans feel about the anti album, where they rank it. I think just off the bat, listening to it, it is a strong album. It is a lot of good songs on here, and when she had like ballads like Never Ending and Love on the Brain, and you can see like her vocal ability. I never looked at her as like a strong singer like a Mary J. Blige or Beyonce, but I think she definitely makes do with what she has. And yeah, that definitely enjoyed it, and she didn't have like a whole bunch of rappers on her album, and I like it. I definitely think it's a 4.5, and you know I could go back now and listen to other Rihanna albums and put those up against this one, but I definitely think it's a solid album.
I've listened to previous Rihanna albums, even though I haven't listened to Loud and Talk That Talk and Unapologetic though. To me, I feel like with any of her past work, you get something different. She she makes every album so unique, pretty much kind of like better than the last, and it makes you wonder, like, okay, yeah, she wants to remain relevant and not put out the typical same stuff you're used to hearing from her. She likes to experiment and make songs that not a lot of people would expect for her to do.
Right.
And a lot of times they come out being hits. Others kind of like slip through the cracks, didn't see the light of day. But you're bound to get an incredible album, and that's what I feel this one is. I'll give this 4.5 out of 5 as well.
No doubt about it. All right. So I'm gonna stay on the air for about 7 more minutes and stuff like that. Just make a few announcements.
What do you think about Universal Music? I don't understand. What do you mean, Q?
I think it means like a label.
Oh, the label? What do I think about the label? I don't know. What do you think about the label?
Shit, that's like a huge division right there. Shit.
Yeah.
Anybody like the Proud Family? Love the Proud.
Yes.
I never watched it. I heard about it. I never watched it.
You never watched it?
I never. You know, I'm old school. I didn't hear too many like tunes of this era that I watch. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well, if you have the streaming service Disney Plus, you're able to watch it, and I know they're bringing it back.
Okay.
Reg, you know when exactly they're going to bring back the revamped version of the show?
Man, they said they were gonna bring that shit back anytime this year. The year's almost over at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to be hitting November in a couple of days, and then before you know it, the year's really over.
Right. Shit. Anyway, so 3-6 Mafia. I just realized something.
What?
Since the Busta Rhymes live action reaction is midnight on October 30th, I may do the 3-6 Mafia Mystic Styles review Wednesday if StreamYard is still let me use it until the 29th, because I just realized that. The birthday special is next Sunday. I'll wait for that. I've been cutting back on alcohol, so I'm gonna save it for that day and stuff, Got a few more albums I'm waiting to get. So get y'all questions ready because it's gonna be a wild night. What else? That's it for right now.
Sam went to the show is My Infamous Life book on your birthday.
Oh, of course, because Prodigy has the same birthday as me. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Prodigy, Nelly. Shit.
Who else?
I can't think right now.
Oh.
Q said, "Do you like Halloween?" I love Halloween, to keep it above.
I love scary films. As far as like I haven't dressed up since I was in junior high. So.
Yeah, with me, I really don't know how to feel about Halloween because I mean, last year I was looking forward to going out, but I don't know, it was like a flash flood warning that was going on my way, so I really didn't get a chance to like go out and do anything that day. And then surprisingly, when I was growing up, my parents didn't take me out trick or treating.
Really?
Never.
Never ever.
No. Yeah.
Why not?
Because they were hearing about some stuff on the news saying that people were putting random stuff in people's candy bags, like I don't know, like how in the world you end up like having like a small razor blade in someone's chocolate bar, and I'm like, what the?
That happened.
Yeah, that happened.
So you never wanted to go as a kid. You never
saw the news about that. They were like, we ain't taking her out.
So you never wanted to go out as a kid, like I mean, not as a kid. I mean, even now, you never want to go out trick or treating.
I mean, back when I was a kid, yeah, I always wanted to go, but pretty much every Halloween I was at home helping my parents pass out candy to people who were in the neighborhood, and that was my way of.
I used to hear that going out for Halloween. We always used to hear that as a kid, like you got to check the candy first, and people put razor blades and rat poison and all that.
Oh God, yeah.
that never stopped me from going though. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, I always loved Halloween.
Nah,
Love Halloween.
they still were like they still wanted to make sure I was safe, so that way that wouldn't have happened to me. But
Right.
yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know what I would do like
What
if and
about
whenever I have kids of my own, and I don't know if I would want to take them out trick or treating just for that reason.
what about
I
the movie? Y'all like Halloween the movie?
It's all right.
I
never
think
seen it.
you never seen Halloween,
No,
so you don't like horror films.
it depends on like what level of horror it is. I mean, I've seen a couple like back when I was like in college
Mhm.
and
But
stuff like that. But it really just depends on what it is, or if it's like something I think I can handle. So that way I
definitely,
can still sleep and
I like
maintain my sanity afterwards. So
the first two, and I like Halloween Part 4 and Part 5 with the arc story with Michael's little niece at that time. But everything after Part 5 was just bad, and then it's like some of it wasn't canon no more, and then they rebooted it more than once, so it's like a mess now. You know what I'm saying? But the first Halloween is a classic.
Sam said, "How was the death of Prodigy affected you, Red?" That was a blow. That was a huge blow to me. Huge blow, man. That was something I really was not expecting to keep it above.
Especially the way that he died, when they said he choked on the egg, and I still don't believe that.
what?
Yeah, supposedly he choked on the egg.
Choked on it.
Yeah, in the hospital.
Wow.
Yep.
Shit.
I don't know about that.
Cruz said the next trash review should be Master P Game Face.
That was a weird album. That was one that fell off no limit. After 2000, I was just not even no limit.
How y'all feel about the Dream Menage a Trois album? How y'all feel about that album?
Isn't that his recent album?
I haven't listened to no Dream albums. I don't know.
Because if that's his recent album, I do like that one.
Like, favorite Snoop Dogg video?
Murder Was the Case.
Gin and Juice. Love that
Same.
one.
Shit.
Is there any Mobb Deep unreleased? There's a ton of Mobb Deep unreleased out there.
Just get the Mob Misses compilations and you good.
Yeah, just check on YouTube. A whole bunch of mixtapes have unreleased stuff. I remember stuff from back in with the Hell and Nothing sessions.
Yeah, Hell and Earth got a shitload of unreleased
Yeah. Oh
classics.
yeah. The Infamous got a lot of unreleased stuff from that album. A lot of different mixes of songs.
Definitely. But listen, y'all, I'm about to end it off for the night because to save up some StreamYard links and stuff like that. So this was definitely a huge fun. This was a nice little stress reliever for me.
Same.
Um, Ashley, how strong of a fan are you of 3 6 Mafia though?
I mean, I've listened to like some of their songs, but a full fledged album, I haven't.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Other than that, hope everyone has a good week. Make sure y'all go out and vote.
Yes, please.
Shit's not a game. This is the
No,
last
this
week.
is for real. Everyone's lives are on the line.
And you know me, I usually don't give out a lot of political messages, but make sure y'all vote for the right one. So
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Other than
Mhm.
that, it's your boy Reg in the building. Hope everyone has a good night. Peace.
Peace.
Oh wait, try. Before we go, you say you wanted to show something. Oh shit, I don't think. Hold up. Oh shit. Oh shit, I forgot. Hold up.